Usually I'm banging on about Chicago, and there's plenty to bang on about Chicago. Just look at last weekend, or the weekend before, or a long weekend. It ain't good, ever. And especially you got a ding-dong over there as mayor, and a governor, and most of the, no, all the senators. Anyways, today's a New York day. Inside Mayor Adams' migrant debit card boondoggle. No bid bank gets $50 million, okay? Border crossers up to $10,000 each. Now, you heard that correctly. Now, I'll read through it. Now, this photo here is unrelated to it. It's some mountain lion attacking a dog and a schnauzer. Don't worry, the dog's fine. So it makes money. It takes money to make money, as the old saying goes. And apparently it also takes money as much as $53 million to give money away. You New York City dwellers out there, denizens of that god-awful cesspool of poop and pee, need to understand that it ain't going to get any better. Stop voting these douchebags in. But I know. You can't help yourselves, libprogs. You just got to watch everything break down and destroy itself from within. I know. Earlier this month, the Post broke the story that Mayor Adams is giving out prepaid cash cards to migrants. But not the homeless people. No. Migrants, yes. Homeless, no. You're out of luck there, pals. Unusually for the mayor, Adams didn't publicize this story himself, and his administration for nearly a month has failed to correct several public misperceptions about it. One misperception is the program allows the city to just give out $50 million to migrants, which is not necessarily the case, because there's also startup fees for this bank, this financing firm, because it's a black-owned business. Because that's better. Just, you see where this is? This is so stupid. But I'll read on. No wonder the mayor has been reticent. The debit card program, if you read the actual contract, has the potential to become an open-ended, traceable cash used for any purpose. It'll give migrants up to $10,000 each in taxpayer money with no ID check, no restrictions, and no fraud control. And imagine, if you will, that they can purchase anything for it. Now, they said, no, they're going to purchase diapers and food, etc. You really think all of them are going to do that? You see, out there in Lazoland, that person who's got that debit card from a border crossing country can just go, hey, give me all that drugs over there, and I'll give you this $10,000 debit card. Who's going to check? Are they going to check for, when you purchase something with that debit card, are they going to check for ID verification? No, they're not going to do that. Of course not. You think a bodega's going to do that? No. So why give out the debit cards? Then when the Post exposed the mayor's debit program earlier this month, the mayor's office spun it as a money-saving program. How about this there, Mayor Douche Canoe? Don't spend the $50 million. Done. You saved $50 million by not spending $50 million. What? No, we can't do that. No. We cannot do that. Migrants staying in hotels don't eat all their food. Well, whose fault is that? Not the city's, but apparently it is. DocGo, the city's no-bid emergency contractor to provide migrants with 3 meals a day, throws away up to 5,000 meals a day, wasting $7.2 million a year. Imagine, if you will, a government agency saying, hey, or an entity saying, hey, we're losing $7.2 million a year. Why don't you give us $50 million and we'll save $7 million? How does that work? I'm not following the math here. Some food is inedible, expired or rotten. None of the food doesn't meet migrants' dietary needs. Oh, I'm sorry to break their migrants' sensibilities. Providing mass-scale meals competently and with the options for more specific needs: halal, kosher, vegan, non-gluten. Oh, okay. Isn't that hard? The school system does it. Airlines do it. Hospitals and jails do it. It wouldn't be that difficult for the city to solve the problem. On-site city auditors could refuse to pay for meals that are objectively inedible with visible mold, for example, or with expired labeling. Instead of assuring that this existing no-bid emergency contract fulfills its duties to provide edible food, however, the Adams administration has solved this problem by retaining a no-bid emergency contractor to provide service with far more scope for waste, fraud, and abuse than stale sandwiches, giving out potentially billions of dollars of hard cash. Few questions to ask. Which vendors did the City Housing Preservation and Development consider for this contract as qualified to provide this complex financial service? New York City is home to hundreds of top-tier financial services and public benefits providers, a dream of competitive bidding pool. To ensure the city gets a good price as well as strong protection against fraud and abuse, but HPD considered the only one, Newark-based Mobility Capital Finance, which is also an office in Harlem. MoCal Phi was founded by Wool Coxman, a former managing director of J.P. Morgan Chase. You see where this is going, folks. Everyone's tied in. Everyone's a libprog, a Democrat. Of course. Not going to give it to anyone right side of Pol Pot, Lenin, and Stalin. No, can't do that. Who said the death of Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri in 2014 inspired him to serve the underbanked and narrow racial wealth. There you go. Right there. Racial politics. In your face! But continuing on here, how did HPD choose Mobility Capital? The contract makes it quite clear MoCal Phi was referred to HPD by City Hall. What kind of experience did MoPhi bring to this complex endeavor? But look at the fee structure. Setup fee, $125,000. Quarterly, $250,000. Disbursement fee, 3% fee for the first $50 million, 2.5% for disbursement between $50 million and $150 million, 2% disbursement above $150 million. Card issue charges, $3.50 per card, $3 card for bulk orders of 1,000 or more cards to be delivered at a single location, blah, blah, blah. How much will the capital make for the contract? None, as HPD helpfully notes on listing of prior related emergency large contracts, a new provider of emergency services, HPD. Oh, my God. Are you in New York City not pissed off about this? You should be. If you're not, you're dumb. As the mayor said in February in response to a press question, we're doing a pilot project with 500 people. They've done these pilot projects with 500 people, etc., in other states by giving them... This has been done before. This is called, what do they call that? Where they give you money, and by not working, it's just a lump sum of money. I forget what they call it. Whatever they call it, it sucks and it doesn't work. So, it's easy to conclude that the mayor does not disabuse anyone of this thought. That's how this will all cost $53 million or thereabouts, the headline figure reported in the press. Nope. $1,000 a month for 500 families for a year, and a good time frame for a pilot would cost $6 million. The city would have written and signed a contract for about that amount, a contract that allowed for a well-defined pilot program, but such a well-defined cost and a way to judge its results. That's not the contract the city signed at all. Most importantly, the $53 million headline figure is not the money that the migrants will receive during the pilot program. It takes a lot of money to, I guess, quote-unquote, fund this operation. This is the number that the vendor MoCal Phi potentially will receive as its fee for services. As a contract document clearly and explicitly states, over the year's term in exchange for MoCal Phi's performance of the services, the city shall pay the contractor a total amount not to exceed $53 million in accordance with the scope of services and fees. That scope of services and fees does not include the money that the migrant contractor receive on their debit cards. The city funds the cards. That's it. Put some money on them separately. Folks, this is what you get when you vote in libprogs. And a libprog like Mayor Adams, who's a complete, unadulterated, frickin' douche frickin' bag. He's a scumbag liberal piece of human filth. And when you vote in scumbag liberal pieces of human filth, this is what you get. You get this. And you know what? I'm not sad about it. I'm just reporting to you out there for you, anybody right of Pol Pot, Lenin, and Stalin that's occupying any part of New York City, or even New York State. This is what you get. Leave. Yeah, I know some people just can't get up and leave, but you gotta leave. You gotta get out of these liberal blue city cesspools, or this is gonna keep happening. Your tax dollars, if you're any right of center, this is what it goes to. Friends and family of libprog adjacent members and banking elite. This is what happens. Hope you're happy, folks, in New York City, because this is what you're getting.